Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be solving today's LeetCode question, which is insert interval. So we are given a intervals where we'll have starting and then ending, and then we need to sort the intervals in ascending order, and then we are also given one more interval which is new interval that will represent the start and then end, and then we are going to insert this particular interval into the intervals, and then at last it should be in ascending order. And then let's say if there is a overlapping between the intervals, then we need to merge those intervals, and then we need to return this particular intervals. So we are given this particular intervals where we have 1 3 and then 6 9. Now we need to insert this particular 2 and then 5. So after inserting this 2 and 5, we'll try to return the intervals where we'll be merging some of the intervals, which is, suppose let's say if I insert this 2 and 5 in between this, so that becomes like 2 will be overlapped here into 1 to 1 3 intervals, and then the maximum the maximum one is going to be 5. That means it is going to take 1 and then 5, and then at last we are going to return 1 and 5 and then 6 and 9. So let us see how we can solve this. Suppose let's take intervals as 1 comma 3 and then again 6 comma 9. Now we'll try to insert the interval. So after inserting, it becomes 1 comma 3 and then 6 comma 9. So after inserting 2 comma 5, it becomes 2 comma 5. After this we are going to sort this particular intervals, so it becomes like 1 comma 3 and then again it becomes 2 comma 5, and then again it is going to become 6 comma 9. Now for this particular case the intervals are overlapped. That means this particular 2 is in between 1 and 3, and then we have this interval which ends at this particular 5. That means we are going to say it as 1 comma 5, and then again it is going to become, the next interval it is going to become 6 to 9. Yeah, so that's how we are going to do the particular operation. Whenever it is in the range, we are going to take it as a particular element, and then whenever it is not in the range, then we are going to take it as new element. So we are going to do the same operation. Let us see the solution. So we are inserting into the intervals where we have the new interval. So I'm inserting into the new interval, and then after that I am sorting the intervals, and then after sorting the intervals, let us take the answer as our answer vector of vectors, which is going to store our particular answer. And then for this particular case, let us assume that we have non-overlapping interval. That means whenever we have answer dot back dot 1, that means the back element will be less than the next element, which is the beginning element. Then we can say that this particular interval will be the new interval which is of non-overlap. So that's why we are going to insert into the answer with this particular interval. Suppose let's say if there is a overlap, that means it is in between this particular element. That means there can be two different scenarios where the intervals of one will be higher, or answer dot back one might be higher. So we are going to consider the maximum of these two. So we are going to take answer dot back one equal to either of these two, and then at last we are going to return the answer. So for this case, the space complexity is going to be big of n log n, because we are considering sorting as well as everything. And then the space complexity is going to be big of n. Why? Because we are considering the new answer, and then we are going to do the operation for that. Yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.